Hello, my angels. How are you doing today? I want to talk about how do you know when it's time to retire? I've been getting that question a lot lately. How do you know when it's time to retire? So we're going to get into that today. Is it when you hit a certain age? Is it when you can start collecting Social Security? Or is it when you just get tired of working? The truth is, it's not just a financial decision, it's a life decision. So choose carefully and choose wisely. Today I'll be sharing some signs that will tell you it's probably time for you to retire. And I'll share some signs that may tell you it's time to keep working. So let's talk about it. Now make sure you guys stay till the end because there's a lot of things going on in between there. But towards the end is where it really becomes apparent what you should do to know when it's time to retire. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome here. I'm so glad you are here. And to all the people who are my long-term subscribers, you guys rock. Make sure you like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, after this video you may choose to subscribe to this channel. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the biggest signs of knowing you're getting close to retirement is your health. When your health starts paying the price for you working, maybe you become exhausted every day. Maybe you're in chronic pain every day. Or maybe your doctor suggests you reduce your hours at work. Money is important, but your health is something you cannot replace. Many retirees wish they had retired early so they could enjoy some of the healthy benefits of retiring early, so they still felt physically fit, instead of waiting until they were unhealthy and retired and they were just, in a bad situation. Now, some people, they have a job that they really, really want to continue working at because it's just something that they've always wanted to do all their life. There's some people who have a job that they just love as much as they enjoy living. So if that's the case, keep working until you decide, hey, that's enough. Then you have some people who are scared to stop working because they don't have a plan. They don't know what to do after they stop working. I actually talked to my doctor about this one day. I was telling her I was going to retire, and she told me, she said, I can't retire because I don't know what I would do with myself all day. All I know is how to work. She said, I would be bored. I wouldn't know what to do. She said, and it's not the money I need. I don't need the money. I just need to keep working. She said, I don't know what I would do. I'm like, oh my goodness, you better find something to do. And then some people, they've been identified by their title for so long that they just may be scared they're going to lose their identity when they stop working because that's all they know. I mean, being afraid to retire is understandable, but you shouldn't let that be the reason you stay in a job that you're just no longer happy with because you're afraid of, what may happen if you stop working. Now, let's be honest. A lot of people retire with a good amount of money and a wonderful attitude about the retirement, but life happens. Unexpected illnesses, job loss, family emergencies. Sometimes retirement comes earlier than we planned. If you've looked at your income and your expenses, you may have a realistic outlook on exactly what you need to retire. So you may be more ready than you think. Retirement doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be manageable. When we're younger, we chase raises, promotions, bigger houses, newer cars. But as we get older, many of us begin wanting something different. More freedom, more peace, more mornings without an alarm clock, more time with friends and family, and just more time to enjoy the little things in life. And if those little things start to matter more than climbing the corporate ladder, that might be a sign that your priorities have shifted. You're financially prepared for your new lifestyle. Notice, I didn't say wealthy, prepared. Can you pay your bills? Can you buy groceries? Can you cover your monthly expenses? Can you enjoy a simple life without constantly worrying about money? Retirement doesn't have to look luxurious. It simply needs to work for your life. One mistake people make when they retire is not having something meaningful to replace that work history, that work lifestyle. Now you're on a different lifestyle. The time is yours, so you have to find something to replace that punch in, punch out clock time. And before I retired, I was doing YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing or anything, but I was enjoying it. I was enjoying creating videos and, watching people watch my videos. So that was my thing. And so even when I was working, I was still doing YouTube in between. But once I stopped working, that's when I really got into it, and it really started becoming a job for me that I enjoyed, a job that I love, a job that I wish I had done sooner, But you have to have something to replace that 9 to 5. You don't want to just sit in the house and start getting depressed and getting bored and feeling like you're all alone. You have to find something to replace that time that you spent at work. Retirement is just much more enjoyable when you have a purpose. So find a purpose, find something that you enjoy doing. You may want to start taking up a cooking class. You may want to learn to cook. You may want to learn to paint. Anything that you wanted to do while you were working, let that be your purpose in life. Let that be something that you want to start doing. You may have wanted to work on cars, and now it might be time for you to go take that class to learn about cars or whatever, or appliances. Or even become self-employed, where you open up a restaurant, or you open up a bakery, or you open up a fix-it shop, but you do something to replace that time that you spent at work. There comes a time when you're ready to value the time that you do have more than money. You realize there are still places you want to see, places you want to go, people you want to see, people you want to, keep in touch with. There are memories that you still want to make. None of us know how much time we still have here. That's why time becomes one of retirement's greatest gifts. As for me, retirement was not planned. And I beat myself up about that a lot, that I didn't plan better for retirement. That's one of my things that just bothers me, is that I didn't do a better job planning for my retirement. Like so many other people, my life took an unexpected turn. I had no idea I was going to feel so bad working that I had to stop. And those are those unexpected moments in life that we have to prepare for. Did I have everything figured out? No, not at all. But I have learned something important. I've learned to live within my means. I've learned that joy doesn't have to be expensive. I've learned that peace is worth more than possessions. Retirement has taught me that simple living can be a rich life. And nobody could have told me that years ago when I was working and thought I had money. So if you're thinking about retirement, just remember this. There isn't one perfect age to retire, and there's really no perfect answer. Only you know your health, your family, your dreams, your finances. So when it comes time to retire, think it through carefully. Look at your budget honestly. You do not want to retire and feel regret later. And whatever you do, make the decision that is best for you. If you've retired, let me know in the comments What was the one thing that made you know it was time for you to retire? And if you haven't retired and you're thinking about it, what is the thing that's holding you back from going ahead and retiring? Let me know those answers in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and be sure to make better decisions than I did when it comes to retirement. Bye.